Hello and welcome back to the stream. Second stream of the day now. We've switched over to ACC and we're about to get into qualifying for the 2.4 hours of Zolder. Welcome, welcome. We've got a bit of a night race, or at least a race starting at night here. Just putting a bit of tire pressure in for the colder conditions. A little odd to have the front ride height higher than the rear. I didn't press starter for long enough. Anyway, that said, I find a bit of space on track. At the moment, I've got race fuel in the car. So go do a bit of last minute race practice, and then second half of the session we'll switch over to low fuel. Try and get some better times in. But of course, Zolder, a track with quite a few chicanes. Into the second chicane now. Quite a tight, narrow track of the more traditional circuits, with very little runoff. Bit of a shortish lap too. Slide from the rear end there. Not ideal. Of course, with the short 36-minute stints, the race fuel is only by half a fuel tank. Isn't that much different from qualifying fuel. Tires a bit cold. Very cold conditions in the very early morning, only 18 degrees, track and ambient temperature. Comes this first chicane, I'm not too sure what the best way is to take it. I feel like it's going to be sort of going around both of the curbs rather than trying to jump over them. Rear end still very slidey through there. On the brakes again. A little bit quicker through the chicane there, bouncing over the first curb a bit more. But not bouncing over it too much. I think that will be the key.
Yellow flag is active.
Just sliding around in that chicane is at the slower speed without the arrow. Gonna let the Aston through rather than hold them up. Car just doesn't feel very grippy. Much better run through the chicane. Still down on my delta, shows you how shaky of a lap it's been.
Yellow flag is active.
Better run through the final chicane as well. Should say the track is only fast, it's not an optimal grip. Bad bounce off the chicane. Bear back up a little bit more to make sure I've space to do a proper pit entry practice. We're waiting lap times at the moment. No, we're not actually too far off. that's a good pit entry. One practice the box entry as well, because I did mess that up in practice a little earlier. That was perfect.
Let's go, 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 go.
Right, and now... Got 0.4 psi in more in the tires. Really struggling to get them up to temperature. 2.05 fuel per lap. Let me just work out. Let's say that 24. So 24 times. So we'll need about 50 litres of fuel for each stint. Now, if we want to do 5 laps, we'll need... but let's just put in 12 litres to be safe. And just gonna wait a little bit. Oh, and I want to turn off that. Just go wait till after the 111 car for space on track. Go start heading out now just to make sure we're at the end of pit lane in time. There goes the 111 car.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
How the car bounces over that chicane feels a bit... You know, we had that one lap where the car was very nice over the chicane, and then we've had a couple of laps now where the cars just felt awful. Really bad bounces. Just under 4.5 minutes to try and improve our lap times so far. Car still sliding through T1. Quarter of a second up as we head down to the first chicane. How will the RNG bounces do this time? Oh, we're in a bit deep.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Didn't carry any speed out of the corner.
There's a slow car behind.
Oh, and then a snap from the rear. The annoying thing is when you have one snap from the rear, the car doesn't settle down, it tends to snap the other way. little bit of time found in T1. Nearly ran wide onto the gravel, had to go for the throttle a little bit. Cost us time, and we're only going to be a quarter of a second up by the time we reach the chicane. Again, despite the fact we were much further up. Good bounce over the chicane, but we didn't carry good speed. Might just be short of getting 2 more laps here. Yeah, we are. That's really annoying. We're going to be one of the first cars to cross the line at the end of the session. Rear left sliding around quite a bit. It's a little bit under pressured.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
Clean run over the curb, carried a little bit more speed, but not as much speed as we did on one of our previous quick laps. Be really careful of the bump there. That's what unsettles the car. Nearly 4/10 up now, coming to the hairpin. Well, it's more of an acute right than a hairpin. Gained a bit of time going in, but we're losing time on the way, so we're still 4/10 up. Final chicane. Good run through there, now half a second up.
Session is now
And get up to P19. Yeah, gonna need to up the rear left pressure, just try and get a bit more stability from it. We were close from making up another couple of positions. But we're sort of on the tail end of the pack. As always with the series, our qualifying has not been our strong point. Set up. Field strategy. Ooh, 2.15. Right, that's actually just a jig of the fuel calc. 24 times 2.15. 52 litres then, so we'll take 55 for the start. Let's get confirmation of the final qualifying results. Yeah, 55 litres. Put that up 3 psi. And then setup, current setup. We'll want 52 litres. This will keep it 0 in this, just in case we change strategy. I'm going to do a fuel calc for a 48-minute stint. which would be 32 laps. Which would need 70 liters. Or 69, sorry. Nice. But hopefully we won't have to do that. So we wait for the start. The track is still fast as it was in qualifying. Though as we get further into the day, we'll get to about 7:30 at the end of the race. There might be a little bit of sunlight. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But the track probably will be optimum by then. So we'll grip up. The fuel usage will change slightly, so we will have to just keep our eye on that. Might have to put in an extra liter of fuel in for the later stints. Or take... take some pressure out of the tires. We're nearing the start now.
Seconds. 10 seconds. Stay in single file.
Away we go for the formation lap. Trying to get some heat into the brakes is going to be very important, trying to keep the tires warm. The track's still only 18 degrees as it was in qualifying. We also don't torch the brakes. Of course, main aim at the start of this race is survival.
Green line. Give it all go.
Alright, start here.
Clear on the right.
Bunching up on the inside here.
On the right.
Not much we can do about that.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Side by side up towards the chicane.
Clear on the right.
Oh, just about slowed it down before heading any of the cars in front of us.
On the right.
Got quite lucky there. Made up a couple of places just from being in the right place at the right time. People running a bit wide through the right-hander there. Everything backing up through the hairpin. Again, just getting the car stopped before running into the back of the Porsche in front once again. Looks like a crash further back. Wide for cars in front. Go to the outside here of the Porsche. We should get in front before the braking zone. One car off on the right hand side.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Kinda had to cut the chicane there, didn't have much choice with the car. On our right hand side. Up to P15, started P19, so it's been a good start. A bit of dust being kicked up from the cars in front. Porsche went in a little bit too quick behind and got onto the curb, scuppered their momentum somewhat. There's been a car off here at the second chicane. Side by side in front, a couple of BMWs. Everything concertinaing up again.
Gaining on the car, left 73. Well done, mate. Cross your best.
So a bit difficult to see where the limits are there at the second chicane when you're directly following a couple of cars. Second Aston in front, the 151. A little bit wide over the hairpin.
Car on the left. Clear on the
I
left.
nearly ran into the back of the Aston there.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Could drop us back a couple of places.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That Porsche went for a move down the inside. I imagine they regret that, having, they've not nearly lost a place to the Mercedes. Don't quite have the drive out of the corners to be making easy overtakes. Definitely being held up by the cars in front a little bit. I say that and we've dropped back a little bit now. Things starting to spread out, which is nice. That's a little bit of a cut there. But, no. Completely fine according to the game.
Well done, the rest of these.
Just having a slide through the exit of the chicane. You don't want to hit that inside part of that right-hander after the second chicane. cars in front still getting good traction despite having a couple of wheels on the grass. Switch for the BMW.
On the left. There's a slow car ahead.
We're behind this Mustang. Slightly too late on the brakes there.
There's a slow car ahead. There's a slow car ahead.
Ferrari off. That Ferrari was up in a decent position. But making sure to make a safe rejoin, which is always good to see. Not get closer to that Mustang's rear bumper. Trying to get a cutback there on the Mustang.
On the left.
It's got us alongside, but we're on the outside. Might have to go for another cutback here.
Car on the right.
Yeah, Mustang threw it in way too deep. Now we've got to try and catch up to the cars that got past us. When we had that tag at the the first chicane here. So we're a second quicker than the cars in front that lap. And now we're just going to lose time from a Ferrari exiting the pits in front of us. Do let us through eventually. We didn't lose too much time there, but we did lose a few tenths. Sliding around. Little deep into the hairpin. A lot of curb use there by the Mercedes. Looks like the Mercedes is a little bit quicker than the Porsche, but is struggling to find a way through. That's why you want to avoid the second curb. BMW has gone to pit lane. Less than 22 minutes into the race. I am interested to see where that number 4 car comes out on track. Bad run for the Porsche. Mercedes is through, and we're going to try and follow through here.
Clear on the left.
Porsche tried to hang it around the outside. Did have the inside for the second part, but was on too tight of a line. And has conceded 2 positions there. So you can see we lost by 8 seconds so far, with the mistake and the little spin. And number 4 is still in the pits, so seems like they've had an issue rather than coming in for strategy. Ferrari, bad run through T1. Both of us getting into the gravel a little bit. Deep, a little deep for the Mercedes. Car off in the gravel. It's a Porsche that we were following.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oversteer there. Luckily the 18 Porsche has stayed in front of the 111 Porsche for their own sakes. I'd say a little quite deep into the chicane. Very bad line. 26 minutes into the race. It's about 10 more minutes until we pit. Or 7 laps it looks like. Wide for the Mercedes, but we're not close enough to capitalise. Mercedes very deep into the chicane. That's going to let us through. And now we have clean air to try and chase down the cars in front of us. Where we were sitting before a spin. Already gapping the Mercedes by a second. Mercedes into pit lane. Going for the undercut. And a wide 3T1. Deep into the chicane. Rear end all over the place through the chicane. Laps. There's rear end again. As the tire pressures, they're pretty alright, except for the front left is a little bit high. Quarter of a second of damage. Which isn't bad. We'll repair it, just for the sake of it.
Slow car ahead.
Mercedes is being lapped. That we passed not too long ago. He's run through the chicane. We'll be going one more lap. BMW is into the pits already.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Pit. Focusing too much on trying to go quickly. Oh, that's nearly a big mistake. That did cost me a bit of time because I give up a second or two there just from the bad slow pit entry of trying to take the corner normally, then accelerating into pit lane and messing up the chicane. Perfectly on our marks. Taking the live T. No starting the timer, we got dropped with like still a good second to spare. that's annoying. It's like, why can't you just pit? Mustang got a bad run through the chicane. Dropped back nearly a second. And puts us out of the blue flag range, which is very nice. I don't think we would have passed the 86 BMW had we had a proper pit entry, but we would have been right on their rear bumper. Back through that chicane. Didn't lose too much time, not as much time as I thought it would with a line as bad as that. BMW now all over the back of this Aston Martin. Number 9 Aston. Getting out of the pits. We're much closer to them than we were. We'll follow the BMW through on the Aston Martin. you so slow through that hairpin? Look at the grunt the BMW has. We're closing up on the number 9 Aston in front though. Big head off the curb there. Aston Martin went in deep, had to cut the chicane. BMW is very lucky the Aston didn't turn in there, because they just had their nose alongside but wasn't far enough to properly go for a move. And it all concertinaed up, and I don't know what happened there exactly. Either way, we're now in front. Seven seconds to the car in front. We'll have nearly 3 seconds of damage. But we'll just try to run away. There's a bit of a concertina into this final chicane last lap. .28 from the BMW in front. It'll be difficult to close that down. Really bad bounce off the curb. think the 666 is going to be our next target.
Slow climbing.
Again, way too much for bounce through the chicane. Surprised the game didn't tell me off for that being a cut. Better run through the chicane that time. Reflected on the delta. Gained a second on the climb front. Push very sideways. Let's go less through here, much appreciated. You can cut that chicane so much. Every so often I'm like, oh, that's gotta be a cut. I've gotta cut that slightly too much, and like, nope. 5 seconds now to the 666 car, 3.5 seconds to the BMW that has dropped off the back of the other Ferrari. That was a track limit that time. Lap car 17. First drive-through for track limits coming in. Getting my buttons confused with LMU. Accidentally switching the dash on the car instead of changing the MFD page. But track is at optimum conditions. Still down at 18 degrees C. Oh, what was that bounce? Oh, now we're seeing some... those times aren't too quick. Because we're in the mid-28s when we get a good lap together. Triple six spun round. Looks like they might have had a crash with the number 900. I'm glad that BMW's seen me coming. I didn't mean to go for a move there, but just because of them getting held up behind the 900. Meant that I was kind of coming in too quickly. still more than half of the race to go. We're coming up to the 1 hour into the race. They were 35,000 slower than the BMW in front last lap. They'll slide from BMW. We had one too, but wasn't quite as big. I just clipped the second curb too much. Both of us struggling for traction out of the right-hander there. Rear tires just sliding as they try to put down the power. They'll bail into the gravel. BMW brakes much earlier than we do. If we were close enough coming down to this hairpin, I'd think about going for a dive. A lot of curb there, maybe too much. curb. Mistake there for the BMW, but we're not close enough to capitalize on it. Of course we're gaining in Sector 3. They made a mistake in Sector 3. Into the chicane. That BMW's just getting a little bit quicker with every lap. Whereas I'm just getting a little bit slower. BMW probably being a little better on its tires, so it's finding pace as it burns the fuel off, whereas I'm probably just damaging the tires a bit, and as such as they were, I'm just struggling to find that same pace. Far, as in a little too deep. Temperature's up to 19 degrees now. So it's starting to get a little bit warmer as we get closer to sunrise. long until we pit. Ooh, number 2. Picking up an SG30 for speeding in pit lane. I think they were in front of us for position before they came into the pits. So that should be a free place here. Now, the BMW did come in a couple of laps before we did last stint. So I wonder if they'll do the same this stint. So pit at the end of this lap, and let's remember to actually brake at the pit entry point and not the normal point for the final chicane. Just passing the halfway mark. We should be far enough back from the BMW in front that even if they don't come into the pits, we shouldn't run into the back of them. Right, just running out wide there. Now we're definitely not going to jump the BMW, not unless they're going to repair some damage like we are. Nearly 3 seconds of damage repair. Here we are into the pits. Straight up again, nice and neat. And away we go. got to come out in a nice bit of clear track, which is good. Got great minds over the chicane. Number 900 is dead out. So we could work an undercut here. That's just a little too much. .900 is in. Now if they get a perfect pit stop, they should come out around 5 seconds in front of us. They've just got to pit exit. They're going round the pit exit now. There they are in front of us. Not quite 5 seconds in front of us. Only about 3.5. So we've been very close had we not repaired the damage, but we still would have been behind. So we are 50 laps into the race. Still waiting for a few cars to come in for their second pit stops. Something happened in front. I think the 591 that is being lapped cut across the chicane there, kicking up all the dust. Porsche braked much earlier than I was expecting them to.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Unfortunately, that did cost us by a second to the car in front. Trying to see if there's any other car that has to make their second pit stop in front of us, and there isn't from what I can see. Pretty sure first and second have done it, so I think P3 is the only possible car. Currently sit in P8. Thought I was a little deep into the hairpin there, but got the car pulled up. front right is a little low in pressure. I let the car roll in too much into the final chicane there. Nice. There's another 10th in T1. There, I've lost it all in T2. At this point of the race, we're really just ticking down the laps, trying to make sure we've got as much of a gap to the car behind as possible. Just in case anything happens. Shouldn't do, but you never know. That's us through. Yeah, we're not quite as quick as the cars in front of us. I'll be honest, right now I don't feel like driving for trying to find every single 10th on offer. Just feel like driving a bit safer, a little bit more relaxed, and hopefully a little bit more consistently. Got to remember too as well, there'll be some teams that will switch drivers for the final stint. Everything's just really spread out at the moment. And doesn't seem to want to close in at all. It's not like the penultimate race earlier where strategy was at play. There isn't much strategy in this race. It's 3 pit stops that require tire change. So you very much end up with the race being broken down into quarters and just flat out stints for 36 minutes at a time. The only difference in strategy is what exact lap do you pit on. Do you go a little bit longer? Do you hit a bit sooner? So yeah, right now we're just counting down the laps to our next pit stop. Not as happy through the chicane that time round. A decent drive out of it though. Laps until we pit. About 16 minutes away. right there. Cost me about a tenth down the straight. That might be a cut. Nope. Real close for comfort though. Just setting up the next pit stop, at least for the tire pressures. Sun is certainly rising here at Zolder. Very cloudy day though, so we're not actually getting to see the sun. Bounce off the first curb there. in pit lane here. We'll have understeer 3-2-1. There's the leader, only about 8 seconds behind us. Yeah. Oh, and it counted that. Didn't even gain any time. Leader's lap times aren't blistering quick. 28.6 last time for them.
Slow car ahead.
White flag being tuned for a lapped car in front. Ford Mustang in P6 has come into the pits. So has the lapped car.
Gaining on the car ahead is sector 2. The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
Just get out in front of that lapped car leaving the pits. That's very messy through that chicane. Two more laps to go till we make our final pit stop.
The car is exiting the pits, watch out.
That car well in front of us. spin for the Ferrari. Lap down already. "36 minutes to go into the final quarter of the race now. See the BMW in front heading to pit lane. So this time we're performing the overcut. Just understeered so much then too. As I got onto the marbles. Needed a very slow stop to beat the 900. A very slow stop for the 900 to have jumped them in this pit cycle anyway. Now we need another second. Anyway, let's nail this pit entry again. Also just go cycle the headlights to the normal daytime running. Since we are into sunlight now. Yep, thankfully they drove off just before we reached our pit box. Straight up on the jacks for the third time in a row. Nice and clean. And away we go. 33 minutes left in the race. There goes the 900 past already.
Faster car coming behind you.
Annoyingly, we've come out in front of a couple of cars. Still on the lead lap. Got that McLaren through. I'm going to tell him to get a move on.
Faster car behind you.
Because I don't really want to let the Bentley behind past as well. That Ford Mustang's only 3 seconds in front of us now. They had a bit of a slow stop. Oh, that's annoying. I was hoping one of, if not both of the cars in front were going to dive into pit lane. what's the point of using new tyres, having new tyres if you can't use the pace since you're behind in traffic. As Bentley's closing up. Bentley, if I was you, I would go for your pit stop. Look, the McLaren's being held up. And it's not being held up anymore.
Cars exiting the pits, watch out.
That's the 224 Bentley exiting the pits that was leading. Big lunge over the curb there for the Bentley. So annoying having to follow a car through that second chicane. Can't quite see where the apexes are. And we can't afford to cut them since we're on our final warning. There goes the McLaren into the pits. .20.4 for the Mustang in front. That's faster than our personal best, so highly doubt we'll be catching them. Now we've managed to clear blue flags from the Bentley behind, which is nice.
Faster car approaching, watch out. Faster car coming up behind you.
.86 BMW just into the pits.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Bentley's gone off into pit lane. Finally freeing us from the blue flags for good. But we've got the leader of the race having done all their pit stops 2 seconds behind us. They weren't quite able to cycle out in front of us, as I was hoping for. number 70. DT for track limits, they are in front of us. They got that the final chicane. It'll be interesting to see here if we can jump them with that drive-through. If we can't, then no worries. That makes me not feel as bad about being on a final warning myself, because then if I do accidentally ping it, that's bumpy. I know that, oh, I'm not likely to lose a position myself. But if we do get the position, well, we'll try and hold on to it. That does mean we have to double make sure we don't get DT. Sandy is into the pits. I think we're just going to get past them here. I say just. Actually got past them by quite a bit. By about 10 seconds in front. So yeah, Zolder, quite a costly pit lane, especially with the fact you have to run right around the outside of the T1 runoff. "11 seconds to the number 70 McLaren behind. Bentley is starting to get within the 1 second window to give us blue flags. But they are the leader, they should be able to close up a little bit more before I let them through. At the end of the day, I will make sure I'm as close to the cars in front as possible in case anything goes wrong for them, and making sure I leave myself as much of a gap to the car behind, as they are likely a little bit quicker than I am. So they're going to be chasing us down for the rest of the race. Mustang with a lot of damage. We were actually quicker than the leader last lap. mean, if we could stay on the lead lap, that'd be quite nice, but I doubt we will with over 20 minutes to go.
Faster car approaching. Roger.
Love curb from the Mercedes in front.
Car on the left.
And Mercedes did that thing I'm not a big fan of. Probably let the Bentley through on the run down to the first chicane.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
.297. That's a car that's up towards the front of the field, isn't it? Maybe not. I wonder where that car is. Because even if they were in second place, we'd probably be close enough to take advantage of that. But I doubt they are in second place. They were the leader. Oh, then maybe they are in second place. I mean, I have no idea who's in second place. Well, it was the 297. You can see the SG30 just pop up on the overall. As they serve that now. They're still stationary. So that will be P6 now. And they'll fall behind the number 70 McLaren as well, which we've opened up a 12.5 second gap over now too, so we're extending that gap rather than having it close up. Just under 16 minutes to go. Big slide there for the Bentley. Now, ideally, I'd like the Bentley to catch up to the cars in front and to put them a lap down as well, just in case either of them get penalties. You know, if either of them got a 10-second time penalty at the moment, we wouldn't gain a position because we're a lap down and they're not. But if they did fall behind the Bentley and a lap down, then we would. Very bad lines over the chicane. Lucky we didn't cut it, as that could have been our drive-through. That's mostly about bringing the car home now. Little deep into the chicane there. At this point, mostly just counting down the laps. I think it might be 10 laps to go as we cross the line here. I kinda hope it's not more than 10 laps, but if it is, we can save a little bit of fuel. bad line, just carried in too much speed.
Gaining on the car line is up to 3.
've had enough of that chicane now. Two cars behind us, side by side into the first chicane, 297, which had that stop go penalty has got past. And it's now up to P7. So I'm trying to push on here, because I know they're quick, just want to make sure they don't have time to catch us up. Five laps to go.
Gaining on the car line is up to 3.
27.7 from the car behind. Gained nearly 2 seconds. That is why I need to push on here. empty at 0. Only 1.3 seconds that lap. Number 70 has had a mistake. They've dropped a little further back. That's a per line. So is that. It will be 2 laps to go here at the line. The McLaren behind is the fastest lap of the race. That was a bad lap. Yeah, we lost 2.4 seconds that lap. Only a 5-second gap now. Drive-through penalty for a lap car in front of us. This lap much cleaner than the previous one. And 9. Leaders on the final lap. Nearly 3.5 seconds, the gap behind. A little deep into the chicane. Leader has come out of the final corner.
The leader has finished the race.
And after 95 laps,
Good job, mate. You did your best to bring it back to the pits.
we will hold on to P6 by 1.9 seconds. That's much closer than I thought it would be. Much, much closer. Also, notice how that road, the access road there, doesn't fully go behind the barrier. Small little detail. One thing I want to look at here before the session takes over is the tires. Light graining on the front, moderate graining, light, light. Oh, moderate slash light. Yeah, so that's probably why we were struggling a bit more towards the end of a stint than like the 900 BMW, because we were still graining our tires. Kind of like Silverstone, but not as significantly, not as badly. As that is all. No, still 86 technically still has to finish, but they're in pit lane, so they're not going to cross line. It's just a wait till the session timer runs out. Doesn't look like session wants to take over. Oh, there we go. So we have confirmation of final results. Save replay. Nah, nothing happened in that second half. Literally nothing I'd want the replay for. Leader won by 66 seconds. Damn. Obviously the 297 should have been in there, but yeah, they had their issues. As the
Green light, go.
server heads through to resets. Also did get a DM apology from, I assume, the driver that turned us around at the chicane, which I'd say maybe I didn't leave them quite enough space on the inside curb, but it's the fact that both of us were going to back out into the chicane, which kind of meant that both of us we were still sort of side by side when we were trying to back out. A little bit of an awkward situation, but yeah, is what it is. Small big thing. Didn't lose us too much time. I mean, P6 from where we qualified, which was P19, if I remember correctly, you know, that's still a good result. And yeah, we finished right on time, 9:30. So yeah, as in the pinned comment, we are going to switch over to some WRC now. I've got a few club events I want to do. They're short ones, 8 stages in total, average like no more than 10 kilometers each. So, yeah, won't be on WRC for too long. But yeah, we've been streaming for quite a bit, nearly 3 hours in this stream, and it was nearly 2.5 hours earlier on LMU. So we've been going 5.5 hours. So we'll not go too long on WRC. You might call a night. Fair enough. It is 9:30. It is fairly late. On a Sunday night, if you have to get up early on Monday, I don't blame you. But yeah, we're going to switch over to WRC. So make sure you follow us around over there with the link in the pinned comment. Oh, the chat links. Oh, yes. I mean, I'd have to refresh it anyway, because it'll then need updating for the WRC stream, so it's not that much of a bother. But yeah, so make sure you follow over onto that link. We'll be doing 3 club events with 8 stages between them. And yeah, should be some good fun. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. If not, have a good evening, have a good sleep, and have a good start to your Monday. Remember, we do have a couple of streams on Monday. We have another, the penultimate race at Bahrain Outer. Very good race today. I wonder how multi-class will go tomorrow around Bahrain as we switch over to the hypercars. And then we'll be doing some more WRC. We'll be doing the Creator Series Club event as well. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you over for WRC tonight. If not, maybe hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, Tuesday as well for some superkart racing at Oldham Park. But yeah, back in a few minutes. So yeah, thanks for sticking around, and if not, take care.